I'm Jim Allen from Tips of the Table. Tonight we're going to go over drilling locks. This is a diagram of your standard deadbolt lock system for a residential door. You want to drill a lock whenever forcing the door is not optimal for an activated fire alarm or something like that. When you drill the lock, basically the only damage you're causing is to the cylinder's core right here, which is a replaceable part simply by unscrewing the deadbolt from the inside and taking it apart. You'll take a 3/8 drill bit, and basically in between the top of the core where the shear line meets right here, and just above the keyway is where you want to drill. You might get into the keyway a little bit when you're drilling, that's fine, but you don't want to go down low. The main goal is to remove the material so that your key pins, which are up here and not visible in the core, basically fall out when you drill it. So this will be our drill point right here. Whenever you're going to drill the lock, remember, do not go above the shear line. You don't want to damage the metal of the shear line. You want the cylinder to still be able to rotate. Don't go too far below the keyhole either. Right between the top of the keyway and the shear line. Screwdriver, get in, turn it, and your deadbolt's unlocked. As you can see earlier, I told you in the video that you don't want to drill down low. And it looks like I drilled down low, but I didn't. I started out high, I stayed below the shear line at the top of the keyway. There's just so much metal being removed that the core kind of disintegrates, but that's the way it's supposed to be, that's expected. If you start out by drilling low, the only thing you're doing is you're removing the driver pins, which are lower. When you remove those, you don't actually remove any of the cylinder necessarily, and so your key pins up top will not fall out or be removed out of the way, and you can mess up your shear line. So then there's no way to operate the mechanism. This takes a little bit of patience. You need to be careful. There is a possibility of going too far, and once you've done that, then conventional forcible entry may be the only answer.
I'm Daniel Mills with Tips from the Table. Today we're going to show you how to overcome a residential deadbolt with using just your conventional forcible entry tools, your irons, mainly the Halligan. So come up to this door, size it up. You're going to need to get through it. Say this lock is normally not drilled out. I've already started to hit this. I'm going to take the adze and try to hit down as hard as you can without having bad aim. Knock it down. What you're trying to do is peel back the casing that's around the deadbolt. Kind of peel it back so I can eventually get my adze behind it and pry it off. So as you can see, I've already started to hit it here. I'm going to give it some good hits. If you keep your adze sharpened, you can actually pry pretty quickly with it. What you're trying to overcome in this scenario is these two bolts that come through to the back side. Now that we've pried this outside of the cylinder off, you take your regular key tool and you can go ahead, insert it in the lock, and open it up. You're ready to go in.